Hello, my name is Trisha. I am a full-time working mom, mother of two. My son is almost 7 years old, and my daughter is just turning two. So um, I wanted to sort of share my story today in hopes that it might offer you as a parent, on your journey for homeschooling, and how Kelly's course has truly changed, my life and my perspective on just education in general. And I have, not started homeschooling quite yet, but I have absolutely incorporated, you know, as much as I can of her course even into our daily lives now. But my ultimate goal is to homeschool. So, if you're in a similar spot in your journey, I hope that this really helps offer you some support and sort of advice on maybe where to start. And I can say wholeheartedly that place to start is with Kelly's course. So I first really learned about homeschooling from a friend of mine who is homeschooling seven children, all the way from less than 1 years old, all the way to high school. And she really started to dive into the dynamics of her family and how every child has just like this love for learning because of the relaxed, approach that they're using with homeschooling. And so one of the first things that she, told me, obviously somebody who was feeling a little stressed and lost as to where to even start, is, by referring me to Kelly. So as soon as I, started listening to some of her podcasts and then found this course, it was sort of a no-brainer for me that this is exactly what I needed. And I can say that it's such a wonderful place to start. So Kelly's course is, I can say, not going to give you a regimented, routine for your day-to-day basis for homeschooling. That's really not the purpose of her course, and nor do I think that that's what we need as parents when we're starting this journey. It was hard for me to grasp that because I've only known school and working towards getting straight A's in college as being that endpoint to, mean that you're going to be successful. But she's really, truly changed my perspective completely because I never really saw education in the way that she teaches it. So, for me, I think after just hearing the course alone, I am extremely at peace, and so much more content with this idea and concept of homeschooling and feel so much more confident that I can truly get there. And I will say, I don't have an education background, so she teaches to, the fact that you don't need to. And with this relaxed, school approach, it's helping your children, really hone in on the things that they are good at, their passion. And by doing so, it allows them to, again, love to learn and really take sort of responsibility for their own learning. And it's just a beautiful process that she explains that is, very evident, and even in my friend's family, of seven children. So I do know that it certainly works and is extremely effective. So, there's so many wonderful concepts that Kelly sort of shares in her video, in her course, on sort of the foundation that you would need as a parent before diving into homeschool. And I think without this foundation, you really will be very lost and very stressed because I think what many of us have in our minds about homeschooling is vastly different than what it truly is and should be. It will change your perspective on education, how to approach that with your children. And for me, I've started down this path because I am looking for that really freedom of time and relaxed, learning environment for my children. And so, just hearing her course has given me so much appreciation, for what education should truly look like and, how fulfilling that could be for our children. For any other parents out there, who are considering this, this is such a great place to start is with her course. And, Kelly teaches from a place of Christianity, and I think it's wonderful. I'm not Christian, but I can say that I've been able to apply so many of the concepts of how she incorporates religion and culture into her children's daily lives and how valuable that's been for them, and just growing up around that. And I've started to incorporate my own religion and culture into my children's lives again. Despite that we are busy, she really does show you how important that can be, as a foundation for your family as well, if that's something that you're seeking. So I do hope this helps, for parents out there who are sort of on the fence about, where to start or whether they should take the course or not, I can say it is absolutely worth it. Far worth it, more than, the cost of the course. And I think coming out of it, you'll be at a much better place in knowing sort of the direction that you want to go, and sort of the next steps of what to pursue for your family to be successful. And I can say that, Kelly really does prove that anybody can do this. And that in itself was, so relieving of stress for me, and making me feel, again, peace in my heart that, okay, this is something that I can do. And the lifestyle that I see others have with homeschooling at home is possible for me as well. So I do hope that helps. I wish you all the best as a parent, starting on this journey. But without a doubt and wholeheartedly, I can say that she has absolutely changed my perspective and my life in thinking about this for my children and my family as a whole.